Hello, I'm Victoria. My lesson is designed to be a whole school lesson. We run a series of PBS lessons 3 times a term, and the home group teachers deliver these. This lesson is designed to enable the students to create their own learner profile. So far, only our academically and behaviourally challenged students get learning profiles, and I'd like every student in the school to have one, albeit probably very general. It will at least give us a little bit more insight into each of the students. The lesson is designed to be self-guided. The home group teacher will introduce it and explain what's happening, and the students will then log into Canvas and work their way through each of these parts of the module. They'll begin by watching a personalised learning video, which just explains what personalised learning is. And then I found another little video, which is a student talking about what things they like and don't like, and the value of having that information to help them learn at school. It's actually done in a caricature illustration, so it's a fun little video, and it really explains it, or she really explains it very, very well. So I thought that might open the door for the students and encourage them to actually do the profile. I appreciate there'll be some students that really won't know what their preferences are, but this is a good way to start. They then move on to a video that I created about the Learner Sketch tool, which is the tool that I'm predominantly using for this lesson, and I found it very useful, and I think it would be really great for the kids because it puts it in a perspective that's fun to do. I created the video first that explains how to use the tool, and then I embedded the tool in an assignment to enable them to go through the process, complete the tool. At the end of the tool, they get an opportunity to actually see what type of learner they are, the things that they can and can't do or should be able to do based on what they selected, and they're presented with a bunch of strategies that they can choose from. So they can choose the strategies that they think that they would enjoy their teachers using in their classes. So the voice and choice is actually quite strong with this particular tool. Once they complete it and they get their report by email, they then upload that, and their home group teachers have access to that. They download them and they attach them to their central school profile, and that way every teacher in the school has access to that report. The students then have another task to do, which will help determine, in more general terms, their learning style and put them into a category of visual, oral, kinesthetic, and read-write. So I've created a quiz in Canvas that directs them through to the VARK questionnaire, which will then give them a numerical score based on how they answer those questions. They will do this quiz using the report from their Learner Sketch. They would then fill this one out, and then they come through and they answer these questions, which will put them into one of 4 groups inside Canvas, which, yes, is general, but it will give us a little bit more of an idea, and the teachers at a glance, the type of students they are. So this quiz is the first step in the mastery paths. They will do the quiz, and then they'll be able to see the modules in Canvas for the type of learner that they are. Now, I couldn't actually do 4 here because there aren't 4 options in Mastery Paths. I really wish we had the option to add more. But what I did do is I created a new one as well, and I'm hoping that that will work. I read a little bit of information, but I couldn't find a lot. I am not sure I've done the right thing, but it is there. You'll notice at the end of these, there is a discussion group. And in fact, I've created a discussion group for all of them. So once they get placed into the groups, they have access to the discussion group. And the discussion group is designed so that they can see who else in the school from all of the different year groups are also learners like they are. And they can communicate with those students. And also they'll be encouraged to list down inside that discussion anything that might have happened in one of their classes that their teacher did for them, and it really made their learning interesting and it made it stick with them, because then they can share it with other visual learners or oral learners in the school, and they may be able to talk to their teachers and say, so and so did this in their English class, could we try that with our information? So the discussion groups are designed to build that relationship with the teacher and the student, and also with the students within the school, so they can see who else is like them. Now, once they've done all of that, they have access to either one of these modules, and in here I've quite literally listed the strategies that have come from the VARK website for each of the learner groups, and I've put them in here for the students to see what works and what doesn't work for them, and of course a link as well to their discussion groups.